Okay, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another live edition of Team Melli Talk. Glad you could be with us. So, a good victory for Iran over Vietnam. Must say, definitely happy with the result. Now, okay, with a 2-0 win, I think there was a lot of people that were predicting a much higher score. But for a win like this, you really can't get bothered. I know there's going to be things to nitpick at a bit. Maybe we could say who could have played better. Maybe we could say who should have started or who should not have started. Well, there's always all kinds of things we could say, but I'm not really surprised that there were some changes because, against a team like Vietnam, I mean, look at the first two games against Vietnam, then, against Yemen, then against Vietnam. Two teams that aren't powerhouses in Asian football. So clearly, not a big surprise if Carlos Queiroz was going to do a little bit of experimenting. But first things first, with the 2-0 victory, I want to talk about Ashkan Dejaga. And what a good game. What a good game he had again. Played well against Yemen, now against Vietnam. I mean, maybe there's some people wondering, why didn't Ashkan play how come he did not play at the 2018 World Cup in Russia? I'm sure many people could ask that question, but of course we got to move past it. Those are much more difficult opponents of the World Cup than what Iran is going up against here in the Asian Cup. So with that, though, Dejaga, great performance once again. He's playing really well. Love the energy he's bringing to Team Melli. Now, for the man of the match, I'm sure there are some debates. Maybe some people think it was Dejaga who was the man of the match, but for me, come on, easy, got to be Sardar Azmoun. I mean, scored both goals, and when you look back at that first goal, yes, you are able to say that it was that beautiful cross from Saman Godus that really made that goal possible. I mean, an awesome cross. I mean, excellent finish. And then, of course, in the second half, actually, of course, now we said in the second half, Iran was up 1-0 at the half. Things were looking good. But if you remember, early in the second half, Vietnam had a very good chance to score a goal. So now my question is, do we need to, question Iran's back line, or do we just say, okay, forget about it? I mean, they're not going to go through the entire tournament, shutting out every opponent and then just scoring goals, winning by 2 or 3 goals each game. We know that's not going to happen. We got to be realistic. I mean, yes, if that did happen and Iran did all that, exactly what I just said, we would be thrilled. No doubt about it. But yeah, that was a good chance for Vietnam to score, a very good chance. And I knew Vietnam would be a much more difficult opponent than Yemen. So, but a great save by Ali Reza Beronvan. Had to love that save, of course. Then eventually, Sardar Azmoun scores his second goal of the game. Iran gets a 2-0 victory. Now, the next thing I want to talk about involves what I'm calling this is players who scared me a little. I'm not going to be so shy to talk about this. Well, let's see. It looks like we do have a question, and this one he asked me, what do I think about Amiri and Hosseini? He says that he is, our fan here. This is Iran Futbolu. He said, bro, what do you think about Amiri and Hosseini? I'm from Turkey, Trabzon. I think he's a fan of Trabzonspor. Good luck at the Asia Cup. Thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. What do I think about Amiri and Hosseini? Well, of course, both players playing for Trabzonspor in the Turkish Superliga. Love Vahid Amiri. If you watched one of my previous editions of Team Melli Talk, I chose him as my most surprising player of 2018. He's an excellent midfielder, great technique, and just knows how to be in the right place at the right time. As for Majid Hosseini, well, excellent center back. He did not play against Vietnam. I was a little surprised, but I did hear that he was not match fit. So if he was not match fit, what's Carlos Queiroz going to do? But yes, what do I think of both of them? Both of them are great players, and appreciate you wishing us good luck. And of course, good luck back to you. Hope that Amiri and Hosseini do very well with Trabzonspor in the Turkish Superliga. So the next thing, going back to what I was saying, is players who scared me, right? Well, the first one, Mehdi Torabi. Now, let me slow down. I'm not saying he scared me as in I didn't like the way he played. I'm talking about how After that second goal by Azmoun, and which was assisted by Torabi. I mean, Torabi like nearly like look. It looked like he almost jump kicked him. You know, it made me want to say, hey, 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 Mehdi, come on, man, let's celebrate. We don't want our players getting injured, but then it would be even worse if it was our own players injuring each other. So slow down there, okay? I know you wanted to celebrate with him. Appreciate it, but come on, relax a bit. And the other player, Ahmad Nurolahi. Well, it seemed like he was a little nervous. It seemed like he had the jitters. He had a good chance to score off that free kick when he was onside. Instead, just, the ball just went off his foot over the goal. And then later in the second half, there was another opportunity for Vietnam to score. And the ball was centered in the penalty area, and he could have easily cleared it, but instead it went off the side of his foot. And yes, long story short, that could have resulted in a goal for Vietnam. Now, in response to one of our watchers here, says, send your kit to me. We are the same size. Well, I'm sorry, man, but this right here is definitely like a collector's item. I mean, this is old school right here. So I'm not sure if I can help you there, but I will try and arrange something. Hello to all of our viewers who just joined. Really do appreciate the support. So, like I said, those are the players who scared me. I mean, with Nurulahi, do I expect him to play against Iraq? I would say definitely not. And speaking of that, yes, now it is time for us to preview this matchup between Iran and Iraq. Neighboring rivals. We know they had a good amount of matches before in the Asian Cup. They played in '96. Iraq won that one. Iran actually won in 2000. And Iran also won in 2011. So let's not forget that. But of course, when we go back to 2015, well, that's a match we really don't want to talk about very much. The one that Iran lost on penalties in the quarterfinals, but we all know that is because the Asian Football Confederation and that moron Australian referee decided to give the game to Australia by giving Iran a second unnecessary yellow card to Mehrdad Pouladi, even though he was the one who got pushed. But moving past all that, I will say that the game against Iraq will be tough, no doubt about it. I think a lot of people might be expecting this game to end in a draw. And if it does end in a draw, Iran still wins the group. So expect Iraq to be playing really hard to win that game. But at the same time, I don't want to see Iran just playing for the tie. I don't want to see that play not to lose mentality, because we know Iran is better than Iraq, and it would be awesome to see them win. I mean, of course, right now we are looking good. Two wins out of 2 games. 7 goals scored, none conceded. Another clean sheet for Ali Reza Beiranband. Okay, excuse me if I'm not really, look like I'm 100%. But what can you say out here in Los Angeles? I had to wake up early to watch the game. Went back to sleep, woke up again. So I think I'm doing all right for considering how it's been a back and forth night. Well, everyone, I think that'll do it for this live edition of Team Melli Talk. I really do appreciate the support. Make sure you check out our website, teammellitalk.com. We're also available on Tumblr. And of course, our handle. You can find us here or on Instagram. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time. Let's go, Team Melli.